All right. Sorry. Wow, I just did that right in the microphone. All right, so I'm getting started again. Let me make sure my audio is good. It looks good to me. I got a little bit of sugar on my hand. 1 second. All right. Sorry for starting late. I thought I was going like really at a good time to my monthly trip to Cary, in order to just buy some stuff at Trader Joe's, go to some of the local shops over there because they got some nice stuff. But sorry, I thought I was leaving at a good time and I left really late, and then which inevitably meant I had to come home really late. So instead of 6:30, I got home and finished eating by like 7, which is fine. Maybe just a shorter stream. I still think I can get like 2.5 hours in once I finish setting up my video, my camera, and anything else I have to do. No, I think I just need to set up my camera and I should be good. Maybe take off my shoes because I can already feel them getting a kind of sore. Video. All right, first, turn up the exposure just by a bit. Then turn down the brightness. There we go. I'm gonna change the white balance. A little bit of blue, just more orange. Pop up that saturation, not too much. I could just leave the camera like this. I think this is fine. There you go. Just a little bit of sharpness. Maybe a little bit of contrast. Focus is good. I think everything else is good. All right, camera setup. Oh God, I'm so full. Sorry, I ate a whole bunch of food like literally seconds before I started the stream. So we're gonna be continuing to work on my Hitman piece. I'm having a lot of fun working on it. I'm very excited to get some more stuff done. Let me pull it up actually. And I'm gonna take off my shoes while it's loading. This is an aspect of IEMs that I don't understand. Why do they just pop out so easily? There's no like really strong click or clasp holding it in. Maybe it's just these here IEMs, but anyways. How do they look on camera? I haven't checked them out. Yeah, you can see like the little silver glint. Wait. These are really cheap, but also pretty solid sound quality wise. All right. I'm gonna turn up the audio. Hopefully it's not drowning me out because I like to mumble a little bit. Sorry, 1 second. Had to move something out of my way. And I use a little stick to move stuff that's too far from my reach. All right. Clapping sound. So last we left off, I was tweaking the lighting of everything. I pretty much got most of like the simple stuff blocked out, and now I just need to just a little clean it up a bit. I'm trying to keep it pretty I don't know, sharp. Like I don't want to. I'm not trying to like fully render it out very softly. I think that's what I did the last time, and I wasn't too big of a fan of it. I think I tried to make everything a little bit too realistic, and that's not really what I wanted to do. Like maybe just like two or three different colors or levels of shading. Let me get some water real quick. I'm very thirsty. I didn't charge any of my stuff either, so I think my tablet might be dead. So we'll find out. My desk is a mess. Ooh. Okay. No, it looks like we're still good. We still got charge on this thing. Let's see. This is the white. Yeah, okay. So now I think we just need to sit down and just clean things up from here. Nope, that's not what I want. Maybe I should grab my hard eraser. And we could probably thin this out because it's really not gonna be hitting like a strong light from here. Fun fact, I have very little idea what I'm doing. But alas, I'm doing it. Lighting's always been something that's like really hard for me to understand. Not like the concept of lighting, just like where to put shadows and how to block it out. It's like I understand like the 3D forms that I'm working with, so I get like a decent idea of what I'm doing. But it's just like it's not very. It doesn't feel very natural to me. It just never works out the way I want it to. Just out of curiosity, let me try something real quick, just for fun. So, not that. Okay. Let's nope, not that. We're gonna select from the base layer, select from opaque, replace, select, then we're gonna invert it. And we're just gonna delete all the excess white bits so it at least fits within the shading, almost like it was a pass through. Then we're gonna deselect it, and I'm gonna try this thing. This is a little tool that I've only used once, and I don't remember why. Add, no, convert, toggle, what would it be? Or maybe it'd be in filter. No, hold on. Layer. What I'm looking for is, I want to add a glow. And I think that's a layer style, so layer, split, edit metadata, layer style. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so outer glow, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna, let's see. So I think I'm especially gonna do this for the what's it called? The edge lighting. So like around the edges of his hair, his coat, and everything. I think we're gonna do a little bit of bloom there. I might do this on another layer, but I'm just seeing how it looks like. How it looks like just with a please, my brain. With edge lighting. Sorry, with outer glow. That's what I'm thinking of. Just to see how that goes. And let's make what bigger. There we go. Like real blue. And you can see like how far it's going. So I think it's got like a really nice texture. And if only I could like specifically edit the glow itself, like if I could just like take off this chunk right here, that'd be great. Because only like the area, it should radiate in only specific directions. So I could maybe even do that in a if I separated the edge lighting from the other areas. So like the chest, it shouldn't have that as much of that. This right here, where it's catching like a little bit of the rim light, shouldn't have that. But yeah, I think that's a neat effect. And I think it's gonna take a bit more of a specific touch. So we can just do that, I think, with this right here. I'm just gonna make it really bright. Love it when my hotkeys don't work very well. Definitely around like the edge of the hair. And we're just gonna tame it down. I wonder if we can put it like above the line art even. This is probably way too much time to dedicate to just being a little experiment, but you know, just something I want to try. Who says I can't have fun? Why is it not snapping back? Hold on. Oh, it's in the wrong window. There we go. I was just trying to make sure I was even visible on camera whenever I leaned back. There we go. Hang on a second. I'm gonna play with the camera just a little bit more. Just notice it is kind of astoundingly saturated. Yeah, I think that's better. Why? There we go. Sorry, I was getting frustrated with the brush not working immediately again. Interesting. Very interesting. We'll think about it. Anyways, so back to more just refining the lighting. Do I have a reference for this pose? I think we can throw these shadows away. That's not the layer I wanted to delete. Delete you. I'm gonna delete this one because that's just a reference for the bipod. Okay, then that's the glow test effect. Oh, so was this the testing? The testing layer? What is this? Okay, yeah, this was the original rendering where I got a little bit too specific. Although I do like those shadows. Hello. But I think I want it to be a little bit more simple. I just realized I was using a soft eraser for this part. Nope, that's not the brush I chose. You and you. This brush feels a little too solid. Like I want sharp like contrast, but feels like too strong. Maybe I'm just freaking out over nothing. Sorry, I thought I was about to sneeze. How much of it should be catching light, actually? But okay. Should be like straight straight on. So I guess it should be a little bit more towards this side. So this part should be catching a lot of it. Maybe a little bit of this edge, like here, where it's catching the edge light from this direction. Maybe a little less on there because it's going to be curving away from the light source. Same here. Nope, not that. There we go. I think that's how the light would hit it. Maybe you should be a little bit more connected. The chalk brush and the pencil brush, my two favorites. Just perfect for a nice textured but coloring brush. So, how are we looking? Why in the world would it grab that? I wonder if there's a way to do this without looking kind of silly. I'm just gonna try it out. Just jump right in, see if I can dig my way out. No, I don't like it. That's good. Just like under the technically above the chin, but because the lighting's kind of flipped since it's coming from below, the dark spot's gonna be above the chin. Usually, it's actually interesting because basically from both angles you'll have that shadow there no matter what. Because if you're hitting it from above, then it's gonna hit the bottom lip and cast a shadow, and then if you get lighted from below, you're gonna hit below the chin, and then it's gonna cast a shadow. So it's one of those ones where it's just no matter which way you look, it's going the same way. This should actually be like this. But is that gonna make him look like he's Poggy? Zoom. Use the correct hotkey. I was pressing the wrong button. That's literally just my fault. He does look a little bit like he's not a very excited Pog, but you know, a little Pog. And then what if we just make it real thin? That works. Looks more like a shadow and not too much like it's like a open mouth. I think color choice could also help with that too, so. If you guys will excuse me, I need to use the bathroom. I was gonna do it before the stream, but it was busy, so give me like, I don't know, 30 seconds. Oh my god, if this chair does not move. There we go. All right. I'm back. Oh, I just noticed on my camera, it's not an overview. I keep that little box on the bottom right so people can see what I'm doing. Okay. So now that I have a pause, I'm gonna try one of these. So I went to Trader Joe's and they have these. They're they call them JoJo's, which are like, I'm pretty sure they're just like Oreos, but like covered in, I don't know, chocolate, vanilla, cream, whatever they feel like. But these are purple because they are ube, which I'm pretty sure is like a yam from Japan. So let's see if I like it at all. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not bad. Got like a sweet, earthy taste. I think it's mainly just vanilla coming through. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's just very vanilla. Yeah, I don't know if that's ube or if ube just tastes a lot like vanilla, but that's not that bad. Maybe a little bit like earthy, a little bit bean-y. But like pretty overwhelmingly just sweet and sugary. Got a little bit of that vanilla spice flavor to it. Sorry, got it like stuck in my teeth now. All right. Ooh, I'm in the sweet spot for my hair. Oh my god. I know no one else is talking about it, but I mean, whew. My hair is perfect right now. Good length, nice color. We're good. I still got to think of what I want to do next. I'm thinking red. It's kind of terrifying because like I've only done 2 colors besides white. So I've done orange, and I've done purple. Purple was probably my favorite. Orange, it was okay. It was more for Halloween. I think this time I'm gonna try red, but I don't know how that's gonna look on me. It's kind of terrifying, but whatever. I think with these hair dyes, it's like just have fun. Don't worry about too much about like being like super fashionable or anything. I'm not fashionable either way, so just do what I gotta do. Anyways, right back on this. So let's see. probably catch a little bit of light here, but it wouldn't be super strong. Maybe like up to like here. Then we could probably like make it a little texture too, almost like a gradient. Show that it's like a rounder shape, and it gets a little confusing here, so we're just gonna erase all of it. Thank you, Krita, for being very laggy right now. The file isn't that huge. I don't know why it's like struggling so much. Okay, sorry. No, not like that. Oh, please, for the love of all that is holy. Thank you. Okay, that's the new base. I'm gonna choose a different color for the background. We're gonna make this black. That way I can... So I explained previously, but the reason I'm using a gray, doing it in black and white, is so I can more easily devise the lights and the darks at the same time. So having the base tone be exactly 50% makes it a little bit easier for me to decide how which sections need light, which sections don't need the absence of light. Or at least that's the theory. But I was doing it at like darkness 80%, and then I realized like if the majority of my like hardcore shading is going to be in the character, maybe that should be the area that has 50%, because it was in the background. Then it decided the character is going to be darker than the background, and now I'm realizing like that if that becomes the case, it's going to look a little funky. It's not getting the same like effect that I wanted. I was like, where's the glow? Interesting. How did that happen? What? That's an eraser. What is... Oh, wrong layer. Huh? Why?
Did you take it away? I'd lead you in the right direction if you let
I was thinking about going to paying for another concert ticket. They just announced JPEG Mafia, Danny Brown. Big fan of both of those artists. Danny Brown has since released the Triple X album, and then JPEG since Veteran. It's technically the song right before Veteran. He had I Might Vote for Donald Trump, which was like a very troll song back then. And then Trump won, and it was like, oh, this song has a different connotation. I think he was a pretty like pro, quote unquote, pro Trump, at least as far as like the music he made as a joke. You know, like he would talk about a bunch of trash and deeper in the lyrics, but you know, like obviously like he was trying to troll people by like having the visuals and everything be very seemed like he was like a sporter, I guess. And then like it actually like he actually won, and I'm pretty sure he was just like, oh, this is not funny anymore. Then like now it's just reality. So like making it a little bit more oblique where my politics lie. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm explaining something entirely irrelevant to what I was actually bringing up. But yeah, the concert. That's not what I wanted. Was going to be in. I saw that they had one in Charlotte, which is in far from me, but you know, like a 3-hour drive. But I can do a 3-hour drive for like something like JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown, like two of my favorite artists who released an album that is like mwah, perfection. But then it looked like they changed it. Like they released it one day, and then the next day they announced that the tickets are for sale. Like, you know, they show where the places are gonna be. Then the next day they actually start selling the tickets at like 10 in the morning for like people who want to get in first things first. You know, they hype up the release, and then North Carolina isn't there anymore. Like it just disappeared. And I saw in the comments like people are like, "Wait, where's North Carolina? Like there's an entire date missing now." And I was confused too because like they showed it at a concert venue called the Underground. So I went to the Underground to find out because they wouldn't let me buy the tickets. And then the Underground had like another concert performing there at on the day they said they would. So I was just like, what's going on? What's happening? And it turns out they probably won't be coming to North Carolina, and that really sucks. Granted, I don't know how much of an audience they would have here, but still, it sucks. At least I get good concerts every now and again, though. I am going to Gojira next Sunday. Yeah, I think it's this coming Sunday. Please pull it up. Or I think it's the Sunday after, so 2 weeks. But that one is very exciting. Okay, we're gonna keep rendering. Where's my stuff? That's the line art. That's the thing. Okay. What is happening? Oh, my color's still on 50%. There you go. Oh, let me turn off the edge lighting. Babe. I'm gonna scream. There we go. I get very frustrated whenever I click one thing and it's not clicking the right thing. It's literally my fault, but that still doesn't mean I can't get mad about it. I can get mad at myself and the tools. My parents are building I'm not sure what it is, but it's like some kind of metal cylinder because they're gonna try to grow some of the plants that they frequently use. It was an idea I saw somebody recommend, and I mentioned to them that they just have like a windowsill plants, like they have mint and they regrow it, cilantro, because we are not weaklings that cannot eat that. It doesn't taste like soup to us. We also have no known allergies. We are just that awesome. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. It sounds like it would be an awesome idea and save a little bit of money. Not that like mint is expensive, anyways. But just it seems like a very easy way to get what we need. Cut down on expenses too. So here's a mix of edge lighting and catching it from the phone. So it's pretty bright over here on this side of his jacket. Oop. What in the world, please? Sorry, I'm just like misclicking. It's driving me nuts. I'm a very sane person. Sorry. Oops. That's the one I wanted. There we go. And just to break things up a bit, I also want to do some of the shadows real quick. I'm gonna make this like 80%. So some of the areas that definitely aren't catching any light. And we're also probably gonna do a lot of the, there's a word for it, it's like the light that's like, even if there was like very 100% neutral lighting, you still get like shadows towards the edges of things. And things that get hidden, so that's what I'm gonna do. There's a good word for it, I just don't know what it is off the top of my head. big smart word for it. It's looking nice. I was a bit worried about how I was gonna look, but it's not too bad yet. Yet, give me a chance. I can ruin it. Okay. I don't know if this is the most like visually exciting thing to watch, but I actually am really enjoying this aspect to it. It's a lot of just sitting down and thinking about exactly how I want to like present things and how like lighting works in this like space. Hang there for just a second. I want to look up the word that I was using earlier to see Sorry, I saw something. I went to YouTube immediately. It started pulling up stuff that I'm definitely gonna watch later.
Oh, hey. Welcome back. Oh, hi. I'm Mark. I used to be a senior artist at Elizabeth. Alright, class is in session. Pay attention. No, attention alone isn't good class. You must pay. Pay the we're about to look at. Do it.
Ambient inclusion is the word. I knew it was ambient, but I didn't know. I forgot the inclusion part. Is that something you do in cell shading? Sorry, I'm like looking up guides right now, just trying to figure out like how I'm gonna handle this. Hey there, welcome back. Sorry, right now I'm looking up a few guides on how I want to shade. Okay, we're gonna leave that for later. All right. Okay. So let's do it like this. Multiply 80%. What do I do like a funky color? I probably shouldn't, but let's just try it. Okay, that sounds like a good way to spend some time. What game are you play? Honkai Star Rail. Why does that sound familiar? Okay. I don't really play too many of these kind of games. But it seems like it's fun. Honestly, it seems like a really good place for just like gushing about like nice character designs. Like there's just so many characters, so many different outfits. Sorry, this is just me trying to figure out shadow real quick. I'm trying to like block out like a huge shadow first. Then I'm gonna like carve out chunks, piece by piece. Genshin Impact. That is what I wanted to say, but I didn't. I kept it to myself. It did remind me of Genshin Impact. So this is gonna be like where the heaviest of shadows are gonna be. So obviously not gonna be here in the face, because it's gonna be like the focus of the lighting. Oh, that sounds fun. It sounds like a real challenge though. Like Genshin characters are like so detailed. Like they have like little fragments like here and there. Like there'll be like a certain little I don't even know what to call them, like star just like randomly on somebody's hair. It's not like just a guy in a jacket. It's like the jacket is like a 3-piece jacket that like intertwines with each other. They go crazy with the Genshin designs. But I hope you're having fun. I know a lot of people who are into Genshin. I've never really been into like mobile type games, or actually I've never even been into like very many anime games to begin with. Not that I think there's anything wrong with them, just never been something I'm very into. Sure. Not sure if you have any way of posting it, but I'd like to see. Oh, yeah, Imgur. Oh. Yeah, I've seen this character. Yeah, this looks like it'd be sick. Yeah, I like this guy. He's not gonna be wearing the hat, or are you just saving that for later? Don't worry. Listen, I've watched the 3 of like the Fate Stay Night series. I understand what you mean. They have a lot of like, this is the same character as the main character, but it's actually from an alternate universe where he was evil, but now he's in this world, and that's a problem. Like, there's a lot of that in Fate Stay Night, Fate, whatever. I forgot what the entire series is called. That's why I had to like stop watching the show, because I was just like, all right, listen, this just doesn't make any sense to me anymore. Like, I think the main character, Saber, she has like 13 different forms, and some of them are just like entirely different characters. Some of them make sense. Like, some of them are just like, oh, here's her in a delivery outfit. This is her in a swimsuit. And then this is her if she was actually evil. He still exists, but he's different and not evil, and nobody remembers him. Gotcha. It reminds me of like the I think it's Stay Night, but like the main character, it turns out like one of the villains that he's been fighting the entire time is actually him, if he went through like a whole bunch of different like dark universes, and now he is like coming to fight him back for some reason, or like trying to destroy the world now or something. It was a very, very hard to understand sometimes what they're cooking with these stories. Whenever that you get into like different universes and different worlds, like that's when it starts to get like, all right, what's going on here? This feels like we went way deep down. Like we were down such a rabbit hole that like explaining it to anybody who's not a part of the fandom is just not gonna happen. They're gonna look at us like we're crazy, and they're not that wrong. Let's see. Yeah. Definitely sounds like it'd be a challenge for me to get into Genshin, but I will say one thing: they do have fun designs. It's not exactly like my bag of tea whenever it comes to like how they design characters, but some of them are just like, oh yeah, I can see what they like. Like the character you're drawing right now, I actually do like his design. I think you could probably trim off some of the frills. Like it feels like they go a little crazy with his design, a little kooky, a little wild. I'm just gonna. But otherwise, as like the form, like the, I'm trying to think of the words. The silhouette, there, that's what I mean. Like the shorts, the cut sleeves, but also has like an undersuit, the hat. I think all that's good. I think just some of the excess stuff is like it makes my head spin. Like all the spikes on his hat, all the like very detailed intricacies of his little necklace, and the little, I don't even know what to call it, pendant on his sleeve, scarf. Yeah, just stuff like that. Like it can get a little too over designed, but that's just a personal thing. It's kind of why I come from like a very big Naruto fan. Bleh. The way I said that was really weird. That's why I'm a really big fan of like Naruto's designs. Back when I watched a lot of Naruto, it's because like a lot of the designs in Naruto aren't really too crazy. Like the Akatsuki is just a black coat with baggy pants, and you know, like obviously has like red clouds, and that's about it. It doesn't have too many frills, too many hooks or like things hanging off of them. Sometimes it's a bit of both. Sometimes you want those really crazy kooky designs, and then sometimes you just want something really simple and easy to understand shape wise. Genshin and a lot of those that flavor of games. They do like going kooky. Fire Emblem's another one where they like to get pretty kooky with their designs. That's it's different flavors for different people. Even if they're not like my taste, I can still see like there's a lot of like artistry that goes into it. Final Fantasy, that's one where like I do struggle a lot with trying to like understand their designs. Like there's the lady with the dress that like pours out into like a million belts, and I'm just like, okay, who did this? Which one of you guys is responsible for this lady with like 100 belts pouring out of her dress? And also, like, coming from like a comic book fan, like an American comic books fan, like it is almost always just like a simple colored suit with maybe some nice little etchings here and there. You know, a big logo on the chest. American comics are very simple in their design. Maybe more modern designs have like a lot more straps and things to make them feel like a little bit more real. Like there's like an actual like logic for how the outfit would like attach to things. Okay, I think that's some of the main shadows blocked out. I should have kept it more simple. Oh, all right. Hope you have a good one. Thanks for popping in, though. I don't know. Maybe you should still have a little bit more lighting here. Maybe not as bright as it would up here, but it'd still like catch a little bit of light towards the edges. I was thinking that it maybe has like a huge cast shadow because it's a little bit like sloped downwards. But now that I'm looking at it, I think it looks a little weird for having it, especially because like it does reach pretty far down here on in this area. So like it would make sense that like this area would also be catching it. We could even maybe like do a little bit like here. Maybe just like a few strokes here and there, just to like show that it's catching some of the light. It's just not very strong by the time it reaches this area. Definitely part of the metal should like be catching the light brightly. And then like the edge of the pants, at the edge of the pants. Some of the parts that poke at, and then just remember to have like the huge area like where the jacket is blocking the most of the shadow. So like the further it lifts off the body, the bigger the shadow is gonna be. And I think maybe even like it might catch light here too. Just like a little bit. Yeah, a little bit like that. I think by this point, this is where like the light stops from the cell phone. and then also the jacket blocking a lot of light. It'd be very faint over here. It'd still catch a little bit of light though. Okay, I'm liking that. That's pretty good. I just needed to like sit down for a second and actually think about where a little bit more about where exactly like the shadows are going to be hitting. So I think with that, I'm going to go back to blocking out some of these darker areas. So I think like here should be like the darkest part of his body. Then we can just like fine tune it from there. Here should be like the darkest part. Like right there. Then transition off there. Do not ask me to explain the process because I barely have any idea what I'm doing. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm liking it. I think this section right here is going to be a big shadow. A little bit like that. I just realized I muted myself for a second there. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of rendering this stream, which is fine. I like this. Something that I've noticed is that one of the things that I think separates me from a lot of artists, as far as like what I need to like work on, is that I really don't spend as much time as other artists do on rendering, which I don't think is a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing if that's the goal, but like it's not on purpose. It's just like I think that I'm spending too much time on this one thing and it drives me nuts. But I think I need to be more patient, just like work the rendering, sharpen things up, so it like it like feels more finished. And like sit down and really think about it, what I'm doing. The purple's almost unnecessary, but I think it just held me like sit down and think about where I wanted more of the shadows to be. Oh my god, I feel so fat right now. I think the bloating from all the food that I ate is catching up with me now. What the? Oh. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. 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 Please. Smite me down. I do not belong on this earth anymore. I'm also gonna go ahead and make this bright. But this is gonna be like a flat bright. It's not really gonna cast off that much light because it's gonna be like you know, the time. It's gonna be like, I don't know, 03 30. Because like those displays aren't really supposed to be like super bright. It's the actual like part where you're reading all the text and everything. If anything, those are supposed to be super dim. Oh, sorry. You don't need to hear that. I'm sorry. I don't know how people don't pop their bones, like their joints. Like it is so satisfying. Like I feel like a young man again once I pop my knuckles, or like pop my neck, or my back, especially the back. Like once I pop my back, I'm like, oh, everything's aligned, everything's in place, the feng shui is all good. So what's casting this light from the bottom? I know it's like the... That's right. Now I remember. It's from like the tower. Or below the skyscraper that he's on. So like the street lights. I'm like blasting it underneath his coat. It's also just generally like, I just think it looks nice. There's not really too much of a logic here as far as like why is the lighting hitting that area. There's two types of lights. There's one light that's like realistic lighting, and then there's the stylistic lighting, the lighting that's just like there to look nice, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense. And this the lighting from below, or the lighting under the jacket, is more of the stylistic lighting. It's not necessarily something that makes sense. It would catch a little bit of light because of the edge lighting and probably like reflecting off like the floor of the building, but mostly it's just because I think it looks nice, and that's fine. Not everything has to be very realistic. It's painted art. It's not, you know, realism. It's not hyper realism. Video games do that a lot too. They have like I learned this after doing like Forge Halo, but like they have like a type of lighting that affects the area, but you can't see the lighting itself. So it's like an invisible ball of light that only you can only tell because of how everything else is affected by it. It's a really trippy thing to look at. So that's the stylistic one, where it's like it doesn't necessarily need to make sense. Where's the light coming from? Doesn't matter. It just looks nice. Oh shoot. I had a a dream. It was a little bit of a dream, a little bit of a nightmare. The situation that like made it a nightmare was I was in like this really cool witch museum, which, by the way, I've never been to one. I don't know where that came from in my dreams. I am like interested in doing things outside of the house, and I think that kind of is where it is, where it's coming from. Where I'm like, oh, what's something cool I could do? But not the point. I put my phone down to take a look at some stuff, and then they say that they're closing soon, so I leave and realize, oh, I left my phone. But when I walk back towards the door, I realize that they locked it, and they tell me like, oh, they're about to shoot something, so we're closing early. And I'm like, okay, but I just need to grab my phone. They're like, okay, we'll grab it quick then. And whenever I go through the door, they have security in there because they're like shooting something with like movie stars and stuff. And they're using like the witch museum as like a backdrop. And I'm just like, this is pretty soon once I wake up, but I'm just like, this is not good. Like they're gonna be here for hours. They're gonna be recording stuff for hours because I know how that's how shoots are. It's like they only get like that one day, so they spend a lot of that day doing like, I don't know, 30, 40 shots or whatever, depending on what it is. I don't know I think imagine it being a part of like a TV show. But like I was just thinking like, oh my god, I'm not gonna have my phone. I can't call my family for a ride home or anything, or like let them know that I'm about to leave. And I gotta wait here for like hours for them to be finished because they're recording. And they could easily just hold off for like 5 seconds just so a random stranger can grab something. But they wouldn't. And that was what like made me like lose my mind, because I was like, please, I just need 5 seconds, literally 5 seconds, in and out. But maybe they would in real life, but I think in that because it was in a dream / nightmare, it was like that anxiety of feeling like, oh my god, like they're just not listening. They're not going to let me do this really simple thing, even though all logic dictates that it would cost them nothing to let me get my stuff. Sorry. Yeah, that was just something that was on my mind. I usually don't have dreams or nightmares. Often they're nightmares when I do, because like there's like a reason for it, because like I'm in a place where I don't feel safe, or I say that like I sleep in like creepy motels or something, but it's just like whenever I'm not home, like I generally have like this sense of like, anything could happen when I'm sleeping. I think that's like, just like a natural thing. It's not like terror, like I can't move. It's more just like a little dark little demon on the back of my head. It's like, hey, things could go wrong. And it's like, I guess. Sure, I guess. Yeah, usually if I'm in those situations where it's like not 100% my house, or, the exact spot that I'm comfortable with sleeping, or I don't have anybody else in the place with me that makes me feel like if something goes wrong, I'm gonna be protected by them. Then those are usually days where I have nightmares. And then like my dreams, if I have dreams, are like so weird and benign. Like that one that I just described, where it's like I had a dream that I lost my phone for like an hour. Like it wasn't like they were gonna steal it, but it was just like I'm not gonna be connected to my phone for like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Or I had one dream where the entire world turned into Fallout, as in like Fallout 3. Like I remember realizing I was in a dream, then immediately everything shifted into Fallout, and then I woke up. It was just like, what just happened? And then I woke up and I was like, huh? What? Because I was at school. Like I was on a school bus, like on the way to class. And then like suddenly, I don't know if somebody said it or like if I just thought it. It was like, hey, you're dreaming. And immediately like everything started shifting and transforming like a transformer. Like the metal started moving and bending. and like revealing like an entirely different section beneath it, and there was like a ghoul that was like selling stuff. What do you buy in Smooth Skin? Yeah, my dreams / nightmares are funky. They're not usually that entertaining or that dramatic. They're just very like silly. Like I remember one of the only other nightmares I had that like snapped me out of my sleep was like I dreamt that like a sea cucumber started to strangle me. Like I was just like deep sea diving, also something I've never done. And like I saw a sea cucumber and like reached for it to like, I don't know, tap it, touch it, and then it immediately wrapped around my neck, and I was just like that was a fun one. I felt like so embarrassed. I was like, why did that happen? Why did I have a dream? Why did I snap out of my dream like that? That's so silly. Such a goof, such a gaff. Oh, let me get a stretch. Oh god. Oh, my big shoulders. I'm never able to have. I wish I had like control over my dreams. Then again, I've heard that some people like lose a little bit of control of it and they like just like immediately proceed into the nightmarish thoughts, which doesn't sound great. Not the awesomest experience I could imagine. But yeah, I think I had control of my dream once. But like as soon as like I got to do what I wanted, like it didn't last long. Like it's very unstable once I figured it out. I say unstable like it's Inception or something, but yeah, that's how it felt. Whereas like once I started like change things to my will, like the more conscious I was of it, the less I was into the dream. And then like I fell back asleep and immediately couldn't do it again. Like I just woke up. It was very annoying. Oh, what was I just thinking about? I think I've had sleep paralysis. Oh, that's another thing. I've heard that people who do control their dreams also sometimes have bouts of sleep paralysis. And I think I've had that like once. And it's very concerning. Like it is extremely concerning. Like you are just like aware that you are awake, but unable to move. And I don't think that my eyes were open. Like it was just like some very vague consciousness of like I'm sleeping, or like I should be awake, but I can't move. And I would have to like push really hard to like finally start like the smallest bit of movement, like just like that. Like just that would take like so much like internal strength and focus to get that done. It's so weird. I think it happened a lot when I was younger, because like I would have to like work on very little sleep, day in, day out, 5 days a week. Nowadays it's like 2 out of the 4 days that I have a strict schedule, I need to get up with like 4 hours, 5 hours of sleep. But back when I was in like high school and like college, I was getting up with like 4 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, 5 days a week. It's just straight. It was really bad. That's why like when it comes to like work, like it has to be something where it's like it's not life or death if I make it to work on time. Like if I have somebody like yelling in my ear about being like 5 minutes late, then it's not a long-term thing then. I might have already mentioned this, but like there was a time when like I was getting in my like last semester of college, and like it finally dawned on me like, oh, when I get a job, like I'm gonna still have to sleep on a schedule. I'm still gonna have to like rush to work and rush, like rushing to class instead of now it's gonna be my job. Like I got really sad when I realized that like I'm never gonna be in control of my own schedule like that. That's so like depressing. There you go. It still is. Yeah, you live with it. It's like a family member that passed. You just kind of like swallow it. Just hope that it doesn't like bother you when it's important. Yeah, I'm a very hard to keep a good schedule up type of person when it comes to sleep. It might just be like an artist thing, but like I hate going to bed so much because like my brain has like so many things it wants to do. Mostly video games, but also like drawing ideas. That would be like a one of those things that like kept me up a lot growing up. Whereas like I was working on like a drawing and then like it's bedtime, but it's like I still want to finish this idea while I still have like the idea. Now it doesn't keep me up as much because I don't usually draw like right before bed. And I mean I go to bed at like really, really late anyway, so. Okay. I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon. How long have you been going? I think 2 hours exactly. Almost 2 hours. I might maybe like 9:15, but I'll try to wrap it up soon. Maybe one day I'll spend like hours and hours on the stream, but right now I'm still 2 hours, 3 hours. That's about all I want to do. Sorry again for like starting late, but things get in the way. Should I do that? Maybe I should do like more of like a general like gradient here. Yeah, okay. I got it like exactly the same spot. Which I don't know why I'm laughing. That makes sense that I would do it in the exact same spot because I do have an idea in my head and exactly where I want everything to go. And we're gonna smooth everything out. Wait, hold on. Where is this from the light? The shadow would be cast over here. Almost done. At least for today. I'm liking it. I'm thinking it's looking good. Me, personally, I don't know about you guys. I think it's looking pretty dope. One second. Had to let the demons out for a second. Okay. So I'm going to turn back on the background. Also, I'm going to deselect. Background, where are you? Turn back on that color. Am I missing anything? Oh, he was supposed to be darker originally. Let me turn that back on. So there's a little bit more consistency. He's probably going to be a little bit closer to this. And then we'll just have to adjust it later. But right now we're going to keep it under this dark gray. Ooh, I just realized I can make the background darker just by doing that. Is that going to work? That does work because like the lighting is coming from below, so it actually makes more sense. So let's just turn this one off and keep it off. That way it stands out a little bit more. Yeah, I like that. It's good. Everything's looking good. One second. All right, so that's gonna be it for today. We just got a little bit more of the rendering done, sharpened some things up, but we have a long ways to go. The legs, the hair, oh my god, I don't even want to think about the hair, but alas, we are gonna do that. Let me put on some of that edge lighting that I had. To blur things out a bit. Wait, actually, hold on. Let me put a blur on it. Just a second while my crashes. Speaking of crashing, let's go and save. My chair's falling apart. Did I do anything? Yeah, I blurred it. Yeah, so we're gonna be continuing to work on the shading, the radiance. Sorry, what am I talking about? The shading, the rendering, not the radiance. Just gonna keep like trying to sharpen things up. Then I think maybe just like either 1 or 2 more streams of rendering, and then we can get into the coloring and slapping the background together. Background shouldn't be too hard. It's mainly gonna be some funky little posters, some of those little advertisements that you see from like Blade Runner. Get a little bit of a sci-fi vibe, just a little bit, because I mean he just has like a normal modern day gun, so maybe like near future sci-fi. But yeah, I had a lot of fun for this stream. I'm excited to keep getting more into it, and I am also excited to see if I can get more new techniques that I haven't tried before onto this canvas. But we'll see how that goes. So let me just go and sign off. Thank you for being here, even if it was only for a few minutes, even if it was only on the archive stream that goes up later on YouTube. I appreciate anybody spending the time out of the day just to hang out, chill, see what I'm doing. Just allowing me to get my art out there, because I like getting my art out there. I like people being able to see what I work on. It assuages my ego. But anyways, thanks for being here. Also, make sure to check out my YouTube channel. So I mentioned earlier, I have an archive channel where just the entire stream gets uploaded onto YouTube for posterity. If anybody wants to check it out and catch up. Then there's also my highlights channel / time lapse, which is mainly time lapse. So if you want to see the entire stream but don't have the time to sit down for the whole thing, you can catch up on the time lapses, which are 5-minute chunks. Everything sped up and seeing what I did. I also usually trim out all the little unnecessary stuff that's not going to show up in the future. Check out my DeviantArt. Oh, sorry, my Instagram, of course, because that's where I usually post my artwork. I haven't posted anything in like 3 weeks. I'm not dead. I haven't finished anything. So like I have like 7 different drawings that I have, and I'm just too lazy to actually finally get them colored. But this week, absolutely gonna finish at least one thing. We're gonna see what I can do, because I'm tired of not being able to post anything. It makes me feel like I'm dying. I'm not even here. Am I even human? Anyways. But yeah, look forward to that. Instagram is always where I post things first. Maybe a meme or two. Who knows? Also, check out my DeviantArt. That's where a lot of my old work goes. And then I also try to keep it up to date. One day I'll start uploading on there again. But, you know, it's kind of a hard website. I don't know. Something about it's very frustrating. But I've also been on there since like 2013. So it has a very special place in my heart, unfortunately, because it is nightmarish sometimes. Still, I like it. It's a good place to get a bunch of art references and resources, and you know, just check it out. Like I said, I have some older pieces on there if you want to see where I've come from. My first digital pieces on there, which is like MS Paint. It's not too bad for an MS Paint drawing, honestly. I still like it. Yeah, check that out. If you would like me to draw one of your characters, or your D&D characters, your Vampire the Masquerade characters are obviously what I like to do the most. I can also do like anime, and like if you want me to just like draw one of your favorite characters from comics or anime, manga, all that stuff, I can also do that for you. I'm pretty good at replicating styles. I keep to my style, but whenever I need to copy somebody's style, I can do that too, if that's what you want. But you know, take a look at the chart down below for my rates, or just shoot me an email and we can talk about the specifics of what you want. I can get a little bit more specific on exactly how much it is, because pricing, I'm actually pretty flexible on pricing. But yeah. And then the last one, I have a donation to my link to my PayPal if you want to just donate anything. It helps me feel a little bit more incentivized to keep spending more time on here, improve the stream, improve my resources. Just any little thing really appreciates it. A one-time donation. I think that is pretty much it. Yeah. Once again, thank you for spending any time here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking out my art and any of my sites. I hope you guys have a good night, and goodbye. Adios. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye.